I was at the gym this morning, and like most people, I walk backwards on the treadmill. Isn't that what you do? So I think of walking backwards, at least this is what I've heard. It's the same concept as why you do push exercises plus pull exercises, because you've got to work both sides of the body. So if you're someone that walks on a regular basis or runs, you also need to be walking backwards in order to offset or balance out your body from that standpoint. Now, I'm certainly not a certified personal trainer. I'm not in any capacity someone that's has the knowledge to give you a lot of direction in your physical wellness in terms of lifting and running and exercise. But I will say that I've tried to pay attention to things over the years. And the only reason I bring this up is to set the tone, because not a lot of people do walk backwards. And this one individual walked past me while I was walking backwards, got on the treadmill next to me, and he looked over at me and he said, I've seen him several different times in the mornings, and he said, man, I gotta ask, is it that bad of a neighborhood that you gotta walk backwards even on the treadmill at the gym? And I had to laugh. It was just funny because it wasn't something I expected from this particular individual. I've never talked with him before, never exchanged a single word, but he looked over at me and asked this somewhat humorous question. So I laughed. You know, it wasn't the most funny thing in the world for him to say, but it was so unexpected that I found it humorous. And I laughed out loud, and we both exchanged laughs and some further comments. And I share this story because many cases provide you scenarios where you can make a one-off comment to somebody and you're a lot funnier than you would have if you hadn't just made a random comment. What do I mean by this, and why am I telling you? I think a lot of us can find a lot more joy and humor and laughter in life if we're just willing to throw something out there at somebody. A random comment, certainly not a negative or degrading comment, but something that is playful and humorous and maybe a little bit outrageous, crazy, and fun, right? I know a little bit about that, or at least I like to think I act that way a little bit because I enjoy it and I find fun in it, and I've had other people comment and say that they have fun with the playful things that I do. And I bring this up also because I'm listening to a lecture on the great courses about psychology and behavior, and one of the things that he talks about recently, the professor talks about how we can start creating a happier mood and improve our happiness by laughing and by our facial expressions, by smiling. So I encourage you with this to bring this all to a close. If you want to be happier, if you want to find joy in small moments, find a way to smile randomly at somebody. In many cases, they'll smile back. And find a way to make a random comment to a stranger that might be playful and fun, a little outrageous even, and see if they laugh. And if they do, have a laugh along with them. I think you'll find yourself having a happier, more enjoyable, and fun day. Like I said, it's all about having fun and being awesome. I also want to hear from you. So if there's certain topics that I have not yet covered or you want to hear more about, please let me know, because my goal with this is to give more value to more people. I want to hear from you. I want your feedback. What topic could I cover in my next or upcoming videos? Would you please let me know? It'd be a huge help. I'd really appreciate it if this is your first video you've watched, or if you've been watching them every day, or if you only watch once in a while. Your feedback is hugely appreciated. I'd love to hear from you. Let me know what I can do to help. See ya!